What's up, buddy, man? It's the Bronco with the Frog coming at you with another reaction video. Prime, MSN, Messi, Suarez, Neymar versus Prime, BBC. Which show is better? It depends on which lens that you look at it through. If you talk about winning, you gotta go BBC. Them boys three-peated. But if you talk about individual skill-wise, you gotta go MSN, because each three of them players was magnificent. You got Messi, the greatest of all time. You got Neymar, the greatest of the generation after Cristiano. And now you got Suarez, the greatest striker, arguably, of this generation. Hey, go subscribe to Goes On for making this video. Get that man to 60,000 subscribers. Go subscribe to my gaming channel, Lil Bronco FIFA series and Walking Dead Final series. Go check everything out. Subscribe to me on Patreon. That's where all my live game reactions is. I recently started going back live on YouTube, so stay tuned for those. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all down below. Let's see what go down.
The BBC should have been the best attacking football in the history of Spanish and
sure.
European football. Except these guys existed too. Going up against each other, they put up some of the deadliest attacking displays football has ever seen.
Not to mention, BBC has 2 Ballon d'Or winners. Benzema won Ballon d'Or. Cristiano won 5, right? How many ever the hell Ballon d'Ors Cristiano won? MSN, they only got 1 Ballon d'Or winner with Messi, but stat-wise, statistical-wise, I'm pretty sure MSN was better.
But the question is, who is better when it gets down to it? The BBC goes back, I mean way back. Cristiano Ronaldo and Karim Benzema joined Real Madrid.
That boy Karim, that boy looks so weird. Oh my goodness.
In the summer of 2009, but at the time, all the headlines were about Ronaldo as the main attacking force, and no one else was. Karim Benzema was seen as a youngster with talent, but also needed time to develop and mature. By 2013 though, it had changed. Florentino Perez was in the market for another Galactico signing, just as he'd done Ronaldo in 2009. And this next guy was going to be the missing link in attack. Gareth Bale. At the time he signed for Madrid, had just become the most expensive player in the world. Karim Benzema was now the man leading the line for the team. Ronaldo operated on the left flank, new signing Gareth Bale on the right, and like that, the BBC was formed. To be honest, they outperformed expectations that season. I mean, they were quality, yes, but no one had expected them to be that good. In his first season at Madrid, Bale hit 22 goals and 19 assists.
Like they said, I don't know how you can't expect him to be that good, because when they made the transfer for Gareth, I just reacted to the video earlier. They said Gareth was the best player in the Prem. Like, come on now, you adding that to a team like Real Madrid who wins with Ronaldo? You feel me?
Including that Copa del Rey final stunner against Barcelona. Incredible. Benzema was sometimes overshadowed that season.
Yeah.
He did the selfless running and made space for his teammates to score. That doesn't mean he didn't get his fair share of goals too. 24 goals and 16 assists in all competitions. And the main man, when it came to goals, was none other than Ronaldo. Beast mode. 51 goals and 17 assists in all competitions. Set a Champions League record for the most goals scored in a single season with 17. And that season ended with the BBC becoming champions of Europe for the first time in 12 years. In their first season,
damn, they had a 12-year hiatus. That just sounds weird from Real Madrid, just because of how much winning they've been doing. Like over the years, they won the most Champions League. They was really on a 12-year hiatus.
Won La Decima, broken the Champions League jinx, and scored some incredible goals along the way. With records like that, that team was always going to take some beating. But over in Catalonia, the Catalan Giants were cooking something of their own. Messi had been at the club since he was 12 and continued improving season after season. By 2009, he was now the best in the world. Just to show you how good he was, Messi won this award for the next 3 consecutive seasons. And in 2012, he peaked by hitting an all-time 91 goals in a calendar year. But you see guys, by 2014, Messi and Barcelona had come to realize he couldn't do it on his own. Neymar joined the club in the previous transfer window, and in his first season, it was a mixed bag. 15 goals and 15 assists in all competitions. But the main attacking force in La Liga in Europe was the BBC. they stormed their way to continental success. And that's when Barcelona made a signing that would alter the trip debate and usher in a new era at the club. Luis Suarez, although this new era didn't start until 4 months later, as he didn't play for the club until October. By the time he was in the new team, Barcelona hit another gear. It was like he was the missing piece to building the perfect attack in European football. Because together with Messi and Neymar, the MSN was born, and they were on a tear in Europe. Neymar in particular had upped his game, 22 goals in La Liga, 10 in the Champions League to finish as the joint top scorer, including a goal in the final to clinch it. 7 goals in other competitions. He finished that season with 39 goals and 7 assists in 51 matches. Ridiculous. Suarez wasn't too far behind. He was still adapting to life in Spain, but was also performing really well.
Yeah, 'cause he's
16 goals in La Liga, 7 in the Champions League, scoring in the final alongside Neymar too. 2 in other competitions as well, 25 goals. But it's what he did with the assists that had people talking. Suarez had 21 assists in all competitions.
As a striker, that's pretty crazy, right? 20 assists at that. 20 assists is a lot for anybody, but as a striker, 20 assists, yeah, that's very high.
When he wasn't scoring, he was setting up goals. Ultimately, the major headlines went to Messi. And to be honest, he deserved it, because in that special season, he was something else. Unplayable. 43 goals in La Liga, 10 in the Champions League, joint top scorer with Neymar, 5 in other competitions, 58 goals and 27 assists in 57 games. In total, 100.
I know a lot of y'all think that's not gonna happen again, this Messi and all that thing, but it's gonna happen again. Like I say, history is meant to repeat itself. Records will be broken. I just wonder how long in the future is it gonna take for us to have another duo or another player that's like Ankara Messi or CR7.
22 goals and 55 assists in 151 appearances, and became so greedy they won everything in Spain, the treble. The crazy thing is, it's not as if the BBC had underperformed. They just got overshadowed. Gareth Bale's numbers in the 2014-15 season, 13 goals in La Liga, 2 in the Champions League, and 2 in other competitions, 17 goals and 12 assists in 48 matches. Karim Benzema notched up 15 goals and 10 assists in 29 league matches, 6 goals in the Champions League, 1 in other competitions, 22 goals and 13 assists in 46 matches. But the real highlight was the form Cristiano Ronaldo was in. Still can't believe this happened. Incredible. Ronaldo hit 48 goals in 35 La Liga matches.
Damn! Bro, I can't even do this on FIFA. Like, I'm sitting here trying to break Robert Lewandowski's Bundesliga goal scoring record. He scored like, what, 42 in 36 matches or something? I say, dang, I got to average more than a goal a match. I got to average like 1.5 goals a match or something like that.
10 goals in the Champions League to also finish as the joint top scorer. A 3-way tie with him, Messi, and Neymar. 3 goals in other competitions, 61 goals and 21 assists in 54 games. But ultimately, he had nothing to
Hold on, he said they all 3 of them finished as joint top scorers, so they all finished with the same goal amount?
Neymar, 3 goals in other competitions, 61 goals and 21 assists in 54 games. But ultimately, he had nothing to show for it because the MSN won everything. The first time these two came in direct competition with each other, and the MSN had the advantage, or did they? With all 3 players in each trio combined, in La Liga, they outscored the BBC with a total of 81 goals and 39 assists in 98 appearances. The BBC played fewer games though, with 76 goals and 35 assists in 95 appearances. In the Champions League, the MSN had 27 goals and 8 assists in 35 combined games. The BBC, on the other hand, had 18 goals and 5 assists in 30 games.
So what they said? BBC had 27 goals, 8 assists, and 35. They had, so yeah, MSN on their ass, bro.
You factor in Ronaldo having 10 of those 18 goals, it means both Benzema and Bale only contributed to 8 more. In other competitions like the Copa del Rey, Spanish Super Cup, UEFA Super Cup, and the Club World Cup, the MSN had 14 goals and 8 assists in 18 matches. The BBC, on the other hand, had 6 goals and 6 assists.
They been sitting on that ass.
The numbers didn't lie. In the first meeting between the two, the MSN won, and the BBC had the following season to step up. 2015-16 now. Both teams, or trios, were now fully aware of the competition that existed between them. Barcelona retained La Liga again, and a big part of that was thanks to the goals the MSN scored. Neymar had 24 goals and 12 assists in 34 league matches that season. Sometimes it was like he was playing in his backyard. He hit 3 in the Champions League and 4 in other competitions.
Was that Puskas dominated, or did Puskas exist? Yeah, I don't think Puskas existed.
And 4 in other competitions to take his league tally to 31. But amongst the 3, La Liga belonged to Luis Suarez. His 40 goals in 35 matches helped him win the La Liga Golden Boot Award that season. He scored 8 in the Champions League and 11 in other competitions to take his total tally to 59 goals and 22 assists in 53 matches.
Striker this generation,
Messi wasn't too far behind. 26 goals and 16 assists in 33 league games, 6 goals in the Champions League, 9 in other competitions, 41 goals and 23 assists in 59 matches. They made La Liga their own, but in the Champions League, the BBC took their title back. If we're being honest, Real Madrid's Champions League win, from the perspective of the BBC, was actually just the C, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, damn. That's it wasn't BBC winning 3-piece trebles, it was just the C.
Gareth Bale didn't manage a single goal in the Champions League campaign. Benzema had 4 in 9, and Ronaldo had 16 goals in 12, including that memorable hat-trick against Wolfsburg in the quarterfinal. In La Liga, though, they produced better numbers. Bale had 19 goals and 10 assists in 23 league matches, and considering that oftentimes he was always either injured or not match fit, this return was really good. Karim Benzema had upped his game too, with 24 goals and 7 assists in 27 matches, while Cristiano Ronaldo had 35 goals and 11 assists in 36 matches. Oof. When the numbers are combined, the MSN had a total tally of 131 goals and 65 assists in 151 matches. But the goal-to-game ratio favored the MSN. 98 goals and 34 assists in 115 matches. The MSN outscored the BBC in La Liga with 90 goals and 44 assists to the BBC's 78 goals and 28 assists.
Not even close.
In the Champions League, Ronaldo's performance helped the BBC edge it, 20 goals and 6 assists in 29 games, compared to the MSN's 17 goals and 8 assists in 25 matches. Down to the 2016-17 season now, and this one was a mixed bag. Starting with the BBC, Gareth Bale's injury problems continued, and when he was fit and available for selection, Zinedine Zidane opted to use Isco instead, so his game time was pretty limited that season, but he still managed 7 goals and 2 assists in 19 league games. He scored twice and assisted once in 7 Champions League games, and ended the season with a total tally of 9 goals and 3 assists in 26 games. For Karim Benzema, he hit 11 goals and 5 assists in 29 matches, 5 goals in 13 Champions League games, and 3 goals and 2 assists in other competitions. He ended the season with a total tally of 19 goals and 7 assists in 48 matches. Once again, the bulk of the goal scoring was done by Cristiano Ronaldo. 25 goals and 6 assists in 29 matches in La Liga, 12 goals and 6 assists in 13 Champions League games, including a brace in the final. Hat-tricks in the quarterfinal versus Bayern Munich and semi-final versus Atletico Madrid. He owned the competition that year. 5 goals in other competitions. Ronaldo finished with a total tally of 42 goals and 14 assists in 46 matches. The MSN, on the other hand, did keep their numbers up, but the trophy count went down. Neymar hit 13 goals and 10 assists in 30 matches in the league. 4 goals and 8 assists in the Champions League that season, and played the starring role in that 6-1 comeback win over PSG with 2 goals and 2 assists, 3 goals in other competitions as well. Boy. He finished the season with 20 goals and 19 assists in 45 matches. Luis Suarez couldn't quite replicate his goal tally in La Liga from the previous season.
I mean, that's all right, because that was a magical
managed
season.
29 goals and 13 assists in 35 matches, 3 goals in 9 Champions League games, 5 goals in other competitions. He hit 37 goals and 16 assists in 51 matches. Messi's numbers had gone up. He hit 37 goals and 9 assists in 34 league games, 11 goals in 9 Champions League games, 6 goals in other competitions, 54 in total, and 16 assists in 52 games played. From a numbers perspective, the MSN's total tally of 111 goals and 51 assists in 148 games was better than the BBC's tally of 70 goals and 22 assists in 120 matches.
BBC was winning.
But trophy-wise, the BBC won. They won the Champions League and La Liga that year, the first time to win the Champions League in the new era back-to-back. By the 2017-18 season, the debate was over. Neymar left Barcelona in the summer of 2017 to join PSG, meaning the MSN was just Messi and Suarez. The BBC did remain intact in what proved to be their final season together. In the summer of 2018, Cristiano Ronaldo left Real Madrid to join Juventus. From a numbers angle again, it's clear who the obvious winners were, the MSN. However, in the game, scoring goals without winning trophies just makes you a collective Harry Kane unit. The BBC knew how to win and when to win. They became the first team to win the Champions League 3 times in a row, from 2016 to 2018. And what's more, in each final, Ronaldo, Bale, and Benzema all managed to score at least once. The MSN, on the other hand, had to settle for league and cup success. But the goals they scored and the chemistry between them were undeniable. In total, the MSN won 7 trophies, while the BBC won 12. Your pick.
Each trophy's not weighted the same.
The Goal Zone after this, you're missing out.
Hey, subscribe to that man for this great video.
Never miss any of the action.
What are y'all taking? You taking the boys who got great individual stats? You got Messi, Neymar, Suarez, or are you taking the boys who won a 3-peat goddamn Champions League? They out here winning trophies. Ronaldo, Bale, Benzema. Who y'all taking?